All right, we are back at it again. What's up, guys?
Hey,
Hey, what's going on, fam?
it's
Nothing much. Sunday
Sunday,
fun day.
Okay.
work day for me.
Mm-hmm.
Off from the gym today. Off from the gym today.
Oh, I
Okay.
see you got some eyeshadow on. You
Mm-hmm. Well, you got a
killed
date?
it today. I didn't do it
You
today.
skipped the gym for a day? I love this.
Hmm.
I love it. I love
For a day, I said I had to work.
uh, yeah, I love that.
How you feeling over there? I see the little diet face kicking in.
Little diet face. Listen, this is terrible, and I'm so zoomed in.
I love it.
Maybe I should take a step back a little bit so y'all can't really see all these indents
No, it
and
just
these
let me
front.
know you on the job and you in shape. That's good.
Man, listen. I feel like it'll be joyful when I see both of you guys with your diet faces equally as Skeletor like as mine.
Yes.
Well,
Um,
you were almost there. We got some time.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we are back at it again. This week we just have one athlete, Sharonica. Who do we have?
Yes, we have Miss Jeanette Johansson. She is from Sweden. She is WPD. I met her at the Texas Pro. She placed third there, and then she qualified for the Olympia by winning the Tupelo Pro, and then I think she placed sixth at the Olympia. So
Wow.
very, very sweet girl. I thought it would be interesting to hear her journey.
I mean, she looks amazing. Um, I mean, her symmetry is beautiful. Her conditioning is great. Um, I mean, just look at the conditioning that she has here. You just see everything. I mean, look at the
Hmm.
striations in the glutes going into the
Yeah.
hamstrings here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she has
Round
a
muscles
physique that
too.
flows very well, and you can absolutely see why she qualified for Olympia. So, definitely interested to see how she does this year. I mean, geez, look at the hamstrings, the separation
Yes,
with the hamstrings here. I mean, amazing.
Yeah.
and she flows with her
And she's
posing.
beautiful.
All right.
We
Yeah.
can't forget beautiful, man. That's huge,
Yeah.
right?
It,
Let's bring her on.
Yes.
Hi, Jeanette.
hello. Hello.
Can you hear us?
You hear us? No.
Oh no.
Oh no. We
Oh
lost
no.
her again. The
You hear
mic.
us?
Yeah. I mean, she's moving pretty well. I don't know if she just can't hear us.
She's
Did you mute
there.
us?
Is your
It
phone on mute?
doesn't say she's on mute. Can you hear us?
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
I think that
No.
was just a sound one. I think that because she was moving. She was moving
Yeah.
in that
Yeah,
one.
she was
Wrote,
moving.
can
Yeah,
she hear us?
the first one. Oh, there we go. I think she's back.
Oh, now I can
There
hear
you go.
you.
Yay!
Yes.
Oh, I was nervous before, but no, no.
I
How
love
are you?
technology. Technology is great.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
How are
perfect.
you?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you, girl?
We are good. I'm so excited to bring you onto the show today. We have told a little bit about who you are, but we wanted you to take this time to tell us today who you are, your how you came into the career, what you're doing off on and off the stage, and then a little bit about your experience between the U.S. competing in Europe.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here with you guys.
Well, number one, we again just want to thank you for giving us some of your time. We do realize that you are in Europe and you are, what, 5 hours, I believe, ahead of us. So it's about 7:41 for you right now. So thank you for giving us some of your time this evening. So talk to us a little bit about how you got started in the sport. Have you always been women's physique?
Yeah. I have always been women's physique from start. Um, I started to compete in 2014. Um, so last year was my 10th year of competing, and I started to compete, as I said, in women's physique from first. Um, I like flexing, and I'm not so big fan of high heels on stage. So women's physique is definitely my thing.
Awesome.
Love that. Love that. Okay. So, when did you receive your pro card? When did you turn pro?
I turned pro in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, I did an Olympia amateur in Italy, where I earned my pro card. But I did my first pro qualifier the year before
Okay.
in Spain, but then and I won that competition too. But we were not enough competitors to earn the pro card. Then it was because it wasn't an overall there, so we had to be, I think, 15 girls to earn the pro card. Or
Wow.
Is that
uh,
cool?
yeah,
That
sorry,
makes sense.
what did
They do that here.
I think
oh
our
yeah,
numbers
yeah,
are different here. So I
Here
think
it's just
here
5, I
it's
think.
5. It's 5. So
yeah,
It's
makes
five.
it a lot harder to get a pro card in a different
yeah,
country.
Yeah.
yeah. But that was also before when they hadn't split the federation. Uh,
Ah,
so in 2017, they just split between two shows for me. So it was quite confusing, if I say so. So when you could earn the pro card uh, in your what do you say, in your class if you were 15 girls, or you can win the overall, or you can win two shows pro
Mm.
qualifier
gotcha.
and earn it. But I didn't earn it in 2017. I came on first place in Marbella, and that was in June. And then in September, I competed in Barcelona, and I came on third place. So I had to recover and just take another diet. So I earned the pro card the year after.
Gotcha. Wow. Okay, so she's been in the game for a while now. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, 2014. Yeah, she's been competing for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell the viewers, where are you from?
I'm from Sweden. I live in Gothenburg in Sweden, and I have been living here my whole life. I'm born here, so it's really a different what you say world between Sweden and the United States, you know.
Gotcha.
And what you say, the sport isn't so big here either. So, uh, but I love the sport, and yeah, it has been 10 years, but it feels like yesterday also.
It goes by quick.
It does.
Yeah,
Where I
time
feel like
flies.
bodybuilding time, I feel like goes pretty quick, and maybe it's just me, but I do feel like it goes pretty quick. The seasons are just they turn over. Um, so tell us a little bit more about your experience. What's it like competing in Europe? Because I know you said it's not as big, I guess, over there in Sweden. So tell us what it's like at a show.
Um, I have competed. Uh, uh, what should I say? It's not so big as it's in the US, and I of course the shows are good here too. Also, of course, but uh, it's not that open climate, if I should say so.
Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, uh, yeah, it's difficult to describe, but it's not the same feeling. It wasn't for me, at least.
Okay.
When you come to the United States, everyone are opening their hands and just welcome you. I haven't felt the same way when I have competed in Europe,
Gotcha.
honestly. Um, Everyone is taking care of you in the United States in another way. I would say it's more like you're more relaxed in the US. And
Okay.
maybe it's because the sports are bigger and so and the mentality is maybe different. We are more close uh, here in Europe. If you go and sit on a bus here in Sweden, you don't say hi to other people, or you
New
never sit
Yorker.
next to.
That sounds like New Yorkers. That sounds like me.
and and people would look like, oh, what are you doing if you sit next to you, if you go and sit next to someone when there are free seats, people would
Mm.
like, oh, what is she doing? You can sit everywhere else. Why do you sit next to me? And in other countries, it's the opposite. So maybe that's a part of it too.
Gotcha. So
Well, do
kind of
you have a
more of a like a colder vibe there versus in the States, or a little bit more warmer, welcoming, sounds like.
Yeah, exactly.
is there a
Um,
bodybuilding community out there for you that you've grown to be a part of and that you found your home there though?
sorry, what was your question?
Is there a bodybuilding community that's helped you along the way that you've been able to find, you found your place in,
Mm,
or you created actually?
yeah, of course, you're not so. Um, Gasp and Better Buddies, they have been my family and my support in my sport here in Sweden. They are a huge support for me. So they are doing that work, I would say. Uh, yeah, their community, and now we have shows here in Sweden too. That's NPC shows that they are organizing. So they
Nice.
help me in that when it comes to that.
Are the gyms in Sweden more like commercial gyms, or do they have like, bodybuilding gyms that you can go to, or is it more like
Oh,
commercialized?
it's more commercialized, I would say, definitely. It's not like bodybuilding gym. Uh, I have one Maximus gym where I work out. It's an old school gym,
Yeah,
private owned, but otherwise it's not like that. It's hard to find. So I'm really happy and thankful that I have a gym that are like a bodybuilding gym in my
Uh,
town,
gotcha.
because
nice.
that's not usual.
Oh, nice,
Oh,
nice.
well,
That's
that's a gem. That is definitely a gem. I mean,
Yeah, and it's so
commercial.
motivating to get to a bodybuilding gym,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
so I'm thankful for that.
nice.
Yeah.
When
Mm.
you planned your season for last year, because I know you said that was your first time competing in the US, did you
Mm.
plan like the year ahead, or was it like, I'm going to do this show and then make another decision about another show, or try and just do a bunch of shows while you were here for a certain amount of time in the US?
Um, I always have a plan for maybe 1 year, what I think, but of course it can change. But when I planned last year's competitions, I wanted to compete in the United States for the first time. So we decided to compete. We wanted to do more than one show when we traveled so far, So we saw that Texas Pro and Tupelo Pro were the weekends after. Um, so we just decided to focus on those two.
Oh,
That's smart. That's smart. Yep.
Yeah,
And then you went home before the Olympia and then came back,
yeah,
correct?
yeah. Yeah, that's the hard part, because I work full time in school with 6 to 9 year old kids. You don't have that
Oh,
holidays. You have 4 weeks where you can be free and get your get money. So yeah, it's really difficult. So as you say, I competed those two shows, and then back to the normal life, working in school with all these kids, and I love it, of course, but it's two complete different worlds. So and those 8 weeks between Tupelo and Olympia, of course, they were yeah hard, really tough. You know how it is, girls. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's so tough mentally and physically and
yeah,
everything. But you
yeah,
don't. You just have the focus on the goal.
Mhm.
yeah.
Um,
You
but
came back the week of Olympia or the week prior?
I came 4 days before the Olympia.
Okay.
Yeah,
How long was that flight?
Yeah.
uh, 13 hours, two different flights.
Whew.
So I'm pleased when you travel so far that at least when I come to US and compete, it's back in time. So when I come home, it's so you earn some hours,
Mhm.
and that's
Yeah,
Uh,
that's right.
I'm
Because
happy for that. When you're gonna compete and peak
5 hours.
shape, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good.
definitely. Wow. That's a lot. It's a lot of traveling. It's a long period of time of traveling. I don't even like to travel, like fly more than like 2 or 3 hours.
So she actually gains because Vegas is I think 4 hours or is it three?
Three. Three.
Uh, so five. You'd gain 8 hours of rest time when you come.
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice. It's
yeah,
nice.
that's so. Yeah, that's a relief actually.
Okay. I can see that for
It's
sure.
just going back home.
Just catching up on some
Yeah,
sleep.
you saw that.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
There we go.
Wow.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Yep.
So
So,
Jeanette,
and now it's too dark. Sorry.
what were we gonna say, Lou?
I was going to ask her a question. Jeanette, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
What since you've got such an expansive and a beautiful career the last few years, what is something that you would tell yourself now that you've experienced it and you would tell your younger self starting out in your competition years, what would you tell yourself now that you know everything about what you need to know?
Uh, um, believe in yourself.
Ooh.
That's the biggest one. Um, and actually, it was first last year when I had competed for 10 years that I felt from the inside that I can do it. This I can. I'm I'm good at it. I have never ever felt that before from the inside and out. I have always have believed in that others believes in me.
Gotcha.
I played handball on the highest level when I was younger, and I just trusted my coach. He believed in me, then I believed in myself. So I have never ever believed in myself from inside. And that was a turning point in life, actually, when I was in Texas last year and competed there. Uh, I wanted
Okay.
to show my physique. Yeah, look at me. This is my physique on stage.
Yeah.
Earlier, it has been like panic. Oh, should I do this? Am I good enough? Or at the same time as I love to compete. Uh, so I just focus on the goal. So it has been what you say. My brain has it has panicked on the one side, and the other side has said just go further, just focus on the goal.
Yeah.
So that would that is the biggest thing,
Thank
and
you.
that I would like to say to myself that believe in yourself. You are good
Yes.
of what
I
you're
love
doing.
that. I absolutely love that. And, I think a lot of people coming into the sport or those who don't really know too much into detail about the sport, yes, it's very physically demanding, but it's very much so mentally demanding. I think the sport is more mental than anything. And it is very huge, as you said, believing in yourself and seeing the vision. And I really do feel like the body truly does change once you get to that point of really, truly believing in yourself and really visualizing the goal. And that's when the response is exactly what you want and need it to be.
Yeah, exactly. Because exactly, it's exactly like that. Uh, when you get lower in body fat, you always get more insecure in yourself, and you need more feedback, positive feedback all the time. And that's normal when you get low in body
Nailed
fat.
it. She nailed
So as you say, I haven't believed in myself when I'm in normal body fat, but and it gets worse when you're in competition shape. So yeah, and
Jeanette,
it has always been very frustrating for me because I can see, I have seen on pictures like, oh, that looks good. Oh, is that me? Oh yeah, fine, I look good. Oh, oh, and it's my husband that is my coach, and he believes in me, and he has always believed in me since day one. And I have been so frustrated. Oh, shit, I can see on pictures I delivers my I deliver on stage. I got the pro card and so on, but and I can see it in the pictures, but I can't believe it from in the inside. So it was a relief, really big relief last summer. That and what you say, revenge also to myself. That yes, finally, I didn't give up.
it.
And sometimes it just comes to it's the right point in life and so on. Uh, when you start to believe, I don't know what was the thing that did that I started to believe in myself. I don't know. I was just
Yeah.
there at that time in life where I got that turning point.
we're happy you got it.
Which is fantastic because I mean, you could see it. And that's one of the things I think I say to a lot of athletes, you know, coming into the sport, even seasoned athletes, posing your overall stage presence. And, you know, the video that you saw, you know, that we saw today of you, you can see that it exudes off you, even just in photos. Like I can see whether someone's confident or not. And you can see the glow and the confidence that you have in yourself on stage. And it definitely reflected that.
Yeah.
At Texas, I'm looking at your photos from Olympia, looking at your videos of posing, your posing routine at Olympia. You can see the confidence that you do truly do believe in yourself.
Well, thank you. I get so overwhelmed, you know.
You're welcome.
Your words mean so much for me. And as you say, I felt that too. You know, I'm good. I have never ever felt that before, you know. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Very welcome.
So, you know, we're dieting here. I'm getting a little emotional, Jeanette.
Oh, thank you. You know,
Don't make me cry.
That's what she does. You know, I met her on stage at Olympia. This personality, you know, you build that, you know, with your fellow competitors. I guess that's what we showed you in the US.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And Jeanette, you are the complete package. Everything from like, you know, your stage presence, and Z mentioned your posing, but I'm looking at your hair on stage and it's gorgeous. Your makeup, everything. You know, we are muscular women and we're beautiful. And I don't know if anyone's told you that over there in Sweden, but over here we love that. We love that shit here.
thank you.
So own it.
I got so much positive response and so much love from you guys in the US. I just want to move to you. You're my family. You're my buddies, you know. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I can't find any words, you know. And life is tough sometimes, you know. I have always been very hard to myself, even, and of course that continues you to get better, but you can also be your biggest own enemy.
Absolutely.
uh, and after I stopped playing handball, I got burned out because I wanted to be best at handball as a handball player, and I wanted to get what do you say, uh, grade, what do you say, can't find the word. uh, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Even I want to be the best and deliver the best always. And of course, you can't do it at the same time on everything. So I got burned out, and so I got anorexia when I stopped playing handball. So
Oh,
you know, this was a big revenge for me, and I'm so happy to be here with you girls. It's a big honor for me, and I'm so thankful that you wanted to hear a little bit more about my journey and my life.
that
That
is
is the
really
purpose of this.
inspiring.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the whole purpose of Beyond the Barbell, for us to create this type of community for, our figure and our physique girls to come together and know a little bit more about our division and shed a little light
Mm.
on not just us on the stage, but off stage as well. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
it's,
and I'm so thankful for you are doing this, girls. It means so much for our sport and so on. Uh, oh, I'm so thankful for that.
um, any plans for the season?
Uh, my plans, I'm starting to plan directly after the Olympia, and I wanted to do the same shows this year as last year, um, Texas Pro and Tupelo Pro. But when the calendar came out, it's the same weekend in August.
It is. It can
Yeah.
change.
Uh, so my plans, I think, if my body responds and so on the diet, I will compete at Tupelo Pro and Atlanta Pro.
Ooh,
I
Atlanta
is
is
think.
it gonna be in my neck of the woods? I get to go
Uh,
watch.
yeah.
we saw it's only 6 hours drive between those cities. Last
hmm
year we drove almost 9 hours between Dallas
Ooh,
and Mississippi. But you know, I was afraid of this 9 hours car driving, but it was almost like driving 4 hours here in Sweden because you have some big roads in US. You just can just drive. Here it's small roads and it's more it's not uh,
Windy.
so comfy. So
gotcha.
it was great. So that's my plans for this year.
Yeah, that's exciting. I get to go watch. Yay.
oh, I love to.
Oh
Uh,
man.
it
Oh,
would
that's
be so
awesome.
nice.
That is awesome. So, Jeanette, uh, we have this thing where we like whoever we interview to be able to kind of, I guess, leave some form of a tip um, for athletes, either getting into the sport, looking to possibly become pro, to possibly get to the status that you're at as an athlete. What advice or tip could you give them?
Um, I would say hurry up slowly because it takes a long time to build a great physique and to come to this level. So you need to have patience, and you need to get a coach that you connect with, that you can be honest with. You can ask every questions you need because this is a tough sport. It's not good for your body to diet so long time as you do. Of course, every elite sports are too much for the body, but we we work out with too being too lean, so we have so much health issues that can come. So that, and get a coach. I would say it's, if it's your first competition, and so I think I prefer to have a coach that you can meet regularly. That is how, what I would say, and how I work. But of course, you can, yeah, that's what I say is the best. And you need, when you come up to the state, you have to choose a competition that you would like to compete on, and you will never, you have emotionally, you will never ever feel ready for it. You know, you need to take that first step to get up on stage.
That's true.
You will never be 100% satisfied. So just just take that step.
Thank you.
I love that.
Me
love
I'm
too.
not
that.
even a,
That's
I'm not even a
huge.
first time
Yeah.
competitor, and I'm like, I'm taking notes. I'm like, wow, believe in myself.
Yeah. It's the biggest word, you know.
Yeah.
I think
And how hard can it be?
huge.
It took me just 34 years. Never give up on yourself, you know.
Absolutely. I think that's huge. Patience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because again, I think we say it every, episode that we get on here. It's just, we have a lot of athletes today that are looking for that instant gratification. To be a top women's physique athlete, to be a top figure athlete, any of the more muscular, divisions, it takes time and patience. Everybody's journey is their journey. If not, everybody's journey isn't going to look the same. And it takes some of us more time than others to get there. So I love that tip. Patience.
Yeah. Exactly. And try, at least try to enjoy the journey too.
Yeah.
That's a huge
At
one.
least small moments, of course you get depressed when you get low in body fat and so on, and you have your life in general, that everything that should continue, but you have chosen this. It's a choice you make, so try to enjoy the journey, and don't only put the pressure on yourself. See what's good also, and see how far you have come, and what's good today, and so on. Yeah. So don't just see that, oh, my biceps isn't good enough, or tummen upp, as you say in Swedish, for things that works great, and what have been good today.
Gotcha. I love that.
Yeah.
I hope y'all are paying attention, because this is a gem. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I can't say that enough. I see so many people trying to rush. I want a pro card. Enjoy being an amateur. Seriously.
Exactly.
Enjoy being an amateur. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the growth. Enjoy the progress. Because once you get into the pros, the pro rankings, you are starting over. You're starting over, and you're going to, for the majority, you will lose more than you win. Enjoy being an amateur.
Yeah. Exactly. And it was the progress that was that was the word I was looking for. Enjoy the progress that you make all the time, and also be surrounded with people that support you. Otherwise, don't spend time with them. Spend time with people that cares about you and understands you and supports you, and give you of course, all people doesn't love the sport maybe, or have the interests, but if they care about you and loves you, they support you when you have interests that you love,
That's
and when you're passionate. So minimize negative people and negative energy.
Hmm. That's very big because
But
it's something that you said that you mentioned before, like, having the support system and having the people, on your team, and you mentioned your battle with, anorexia, right? A lot of these
yeah,
things are tied. Your emotions are tied with food sometimes. Your emotions are tied with
mm,
your just your everyday life and how you carry yourself. So one thing, having a support system, I feel like sometimes if you're not able to vent or talk to people, what do you turn to? Who do you turn to? So I
mm,
feel like
mm,
it's really important that you mentioned that, and I wish that more of us had that. I
yeah,
do. I wish more of us had that.
yeah. You're so right of what you are saying, because on my first competition, it was very difficult for me to separate
Hmm.
mm, what happened with my body and with my mind during the diet and when I lost body fat, because it was the same. I felt the same way mentally and physically
Hmm.
Gotcha.
as when I had anorexia, as when I prepared for the shows. But the difference is, of course, you have a goal and you compete in a sport. You're not self-destructive in that way as I was before.
Yeah.
So you are so right. You really need positive people around you that support you, because it's so fucking tough
Yeah.
in for your brain, for your mentally.
It
So
is.
you need great people around you.
Absolutely. I do have one more question. So,
Mm.
given what your journey is and being that you were anorexic, I myself have also suffered from eating disorder. I was bulimic. Um,
Mm.
Let me ask you, how do you feel having more of a structure, bodybuilding structure? I feel like for me, it's something that I need in order to mentally kind of be okay. Like I can't, how could I say, I can't be a free for all. Like I can't have a gray area. For me, the dieting, the having the structure is something that helps me stay healthy for the most part.
It's exactly the same for me. My husband, uh, as he's my coach also, he and the sport bodybuilding helped me out from anorexia. The structure and the routines, it helped me
Gotcha.
uh, from surviving from that. So that's a lifestyle. It's not only when I'm dieting or preparing for a show. It's a 24/7 job, and lifestyle and passion that you do the whole year.
Hmm.
I love that.
Uh, but of course, in the weekends, I don't eat exactly every third hour and so on. Of course, you need to have more, what you say, relaxed
All right, it's
days.
balance. Yeah,
Yeah, it's balance, exactly.
absolutely.
Uh,
I mean, we're humans.
and
We still have to enjoy life.
yeah, exactly. But
That
it's for me, it's very difficult with the balance. I'm a very on off, everything or nothing, black or white. You are exactly the
That is.
same. So it's much easier just to eat the same in 6 months and don't have a high day. But you need the high day, and it's every Saturday. It feels like, oh, it's Christmas morning for me mentally. So the body needs it and your mind needs it. But of course,
yes.
it's tough to say stop now. You shouldn't eat more. But I'm happy and thankful that my husband is my coach and we live together, and I wouldn't make it without him. So he stops me, and he's the balance himself actually.
I
So
love that. That is so
mm,
needed.
yeah,
Yeah,
So
that's
I have one more question for you, and then I'll let the other ladies continue. But since we're talking about food, what is the one meal that you have to have when you get off stage?
oh. I would. I say peanut butter with yeah, peanut butter
Peanut
with
butter
banana
with
and
You
banana.
peppermint.
know,
Yeah,
I
I
love
can
that.
eat the whole jar, but I haven't got it at home for I don't know before last diet.
Hmm.
I don't buy it home because I eat it
Hmm.
out when I'm eating hotel breakfast and so on. But I can almost go up in at night and in when I'm sleeping and eating. So
Yep.
not when I'm dieting. I
I
will
don't
not have
Yeah,
blame
it
you.
at home.
That's the one thing that you can't no that cannot
Yeah,
be in the house during prep because I have no self control for peanut butter. So
Yours is
yeah,
peanut butter too.
exactly,
You guys
exactly.
are peanut butter too.
not me, but Z love peanut butter.
Oh,
peanut
peanut
butter
butter
and
and
jelly.
jelly. I remember that. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's hilarious. I mean,
yeah.
okay, trail mix. That's me. I like trail mix.
But I
Muesli.
think it's important that I eat peanut butter when on Saturdays. Maybe when I'm out eating or buying some bun or something. Uh, so I don't want to uh, put it away. What do you say? Uh,
Completely.
Completely
you
restrict
get
yourself.
completed. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Hmm.
exactly. Because then your brain will be fucked up and you will eat 15 jars
Hmm.
when the
Yes.
Yes,
diet
Hmm.
is over.
Absolutely.
You're so
exactly.
right with that. You're
So
so right with that.
nothing should be forbidden. That's
Yes.
what
I agree with
what I was going
I
to
agree
say.
with you. I agree
Yours
with
is
Yeah,
that.
peanut
yourself
butter.
the discipline to it's harder, but getting that
mm,
discipline to I can have something that I enjoy, but in
mm,
moderation and not going
Hmm.
overboard with it.
yeah,
That's how I am with cereal. See, my coach put it in the diet. He knew because when we first started, I said, if you don't put cereal in this diet, I'm gonna cheat.
Hmm.
okay.
It's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna
Yeah, yeah,
it happen. So
yeah.
there's cereal. I eat cereal every day.
Hmm.
I have been trying to. I have nuts. I have peanuts in my
Me
diet.
too. Me too.
And I have talked to Kim, my husband, and said that earlier diets. Oh, I can change. I can eat the same in peanut butter. It's the same thing. I have tried many times. Now I have given up because I can't stop. I I'm happy with the peanuts instead.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't
I
blame
just
you.
have to accept that. Sometimes
Oh,
you don't give up. Other times you just have to accept how you are and your
yeah,
weaknesses
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. At least you know it.
and just avoid it.
Oh man. But
Yeah.
again, we really just wanted to again thank you so much for giving us some of your time. I know it is later over where you're at. But again, thank you so much. This has really been inspirational to hear your story, to know what you've gone through, how long you've been
Mm.
in the sport, and
Mhm.
seeing you thrive as a
Hmm.
top
Um,
Olympian athlete. So thank you so much again for your time. We're really looking forward to seeing what you do this year, and we would love to be able to actually get you back on later on this season after you've competed as well.
oh, it's really my pleasure, and I would love to come back to you, girls. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, I'm so overwhelmed and thankful for being here with you, girls. It's really an honor and my pleasure.
Thank you
Yeah,
No,
so
Really,
much.
really.
it's our pleasure. Honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you
Absolutely.
so much. Even though my English is like,
No,
But
but
it's
it's
thank
not
you.
perfect.
bad.
You are so
Listen, no
you
one
make
here,
me calm.
no one here speaks Swedish the way you speak English. So you're
Ah,
good.
thank you,
You're
thank you.
Yes,
good.
we understood you perfectly. You're
Yes,
fine.
we did.
Yeah. Uh, thank you, girl.
Yes,
And
no problem at all.
and next time, I think I will use my phone from start if there will be any more times, so you don't have to wait like that. It must be my computer that is fucked up.
That's
It's no
okay. No
problem.
worries. We're just happy that we were able to get the interview because we're like, okay, so how are we going to do this? Maybe we can just record
Yeah.
us
Yeah.
asking her questions and then have her record her answering them and bring it back.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And I was late, so the holdup was because of me in the beginning. So don't apologize.
Oh, thank you. And I will get another light that will not stand exactly in front of me like this one because I couldn't see you. It was this one that I was moving because I couldn't see you, but when I moved it, you couldn't see me. So that's why if I looked a bit strange, so then you know why. But I appreciate you so much, girls. I'm
Problem. No problem
unfiltered,
at all.
All
No
right.
problem at
Mm,
all. Thank you.
Well, you
thank
Okay.
you so much,
So
girls.
you're
And
welcome.
just contact me if you have any other questions or something. I'm just
Absolutely.
a message away. And thank you so much for what you are doing. It
No
means so
problem
much
at
for our
all.
sport. So thankful for that.
We appreciate
we
you.
appreciate
Thank you so
Mm,
much. All right,
thank you.
viewers, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, and we will be back in about another week or so with another awesome
Yeah,
video.
of course. I will do that. Thank you so much. Take care, girls.
You
You take
too.
care.
Bye.
All right.
See you. Bye bye.